So here we are at the Eastern Cape in East London, and this is where the investment summit is taking place right now, the conference. I can see so many people arriving to participate in this, and a vital part of the idea to try and get to the bottom of the unemployment rate, and also to have a look at some of the properties that the government actually own here in the Eastern Cape, and to ensure that these are actually now going to go and be leased out, and corporates can come in, or whoever, to try and ensure that they can actually look after these buildings, because they have just been left and the land is derelict right now. But I want to talk a little bit more about this, and my next guest to talk about this is Vuyisile Nhlabati. He's the president of the Eastern Cape Chamber of Business. Vuyisile, pleasure to have you here on Morning Live. Welcome.
I'm glad you have me here, Leanne, and your viewers. Thank you very much.
It's an absolute pleasure. Let's talk about this. I mean, obviously, you being in the chamber, you very much so in the know-how with regard to what it is like in terms of unemployment, in terms of work and business in the province. What is it like right now?
We are very excited. When we talked to the MEC earlier, and he said he's going to arrange this. And one, you see, another thing that is a major deterrent is our people here. They pay huge rentals, which are unaffordable. Now they have given an opportunity to own properties. And I think the department has made even life much easier, because you even know that it's something that we talk about, the ownership of land. People there's no ownership of land, and we have a massive unemployment rate here, especially the youth around here. Now they have to grab this opportunity over and above. The MEC now, they have introduced the incubation so that they can be developers, our people. I think they're serious about that. And if that is happening, it's going to help a lot of youth, people who are much educated, who want to get into the field, which was unfortunately not easy, because there are so many constraints in terms of money. Now, if they're in the incubation, now that's good opportunity for them. We are excited about this, very much excited, because we can see the properties around all over the Eastern Cape, where the conditions are so bad. Now it's going to change the lives of people, and even the face of the Eastern Cape, because I'm sure the properties will be improved, so that people can do whatever it is necessary, and the young people will throw in ideas and do whatever. And the terms, when I saw the conditions, the terms are so flexible that a person can say, if he's getting into a vacant property, he's got 2 years to think around what he needs to do. So that's an opportunity. Our people will benefit out of this. We really welcome what the MEC is doing for us, and we are going to support them. Yes, that's...
Why not sell off the property? I mean, why hang on to it as a government? The government's saying that they're not interested in selling the property. I mean, there's still an audit being done on the actual amount of properties. So far, 195 have been identified. I mean, probably closer to around 400, if not more. Why not sell a portion of it off? The government are clearly not looking after it.
I think initially it's good, because it will be done in stages. But I'm pretty positive there are far more than 400, the number of properties. And at least there will be the minimum of 30 years lease. And at some stage, they will sell them at some stage, because the properties that they don't need them. It's massive to property management. It's not an easy child. It's not for the government. The government is not supposed to trade, to do anything at some stage. But initially, 30 years, and at some stage, they will realize that they need to give it to our people. 30 years initially is good, because I know some other people may say they are South Africans, and yet they are not South Africans. And they can be able to reverse that other than selling them outright. Yeah. And still, our people will benefit out of that.
Yeah. Which is so important, because there's a massive lack of skills as well. When we talk to the skills development that could possibly come with this. That was a big thing that the MEC also identified, is that you need to skill people, because you've got a population here where, I mean, out of the latest unemployment figures coming out, this is one of the provinces where over 50% of employable people in this province are unemployed. They wake up every day with nothing to do, nowhere to go. And that is a breeding ground for trouble. It really, really is.
And you will look at those stats, the majority is definitely over 60% is our youth. It's our youth, which is not a good thing. It will help them. I am sure, and you can see the people. I was here yesterday. I can see a lot of young people around here. Even today, the turn-up is so good. I still think this is going to make a huge change in our lives during our time.
Business, you speak to them. They a lot of presence here. Are there going to be a lot of businesses that are here that are interested, that will perhaps be putting bids in for these properties and hoping to develop? So the buy-in and the feeling from government, perhaps just, I mean, not government, from business, perhaps tell us that.
I know, even from my constituency, there's a lot of guys that have made an attempt to the bids, and I still believe so many people. And if you can look at the turn-up, our people here are interested in the ownership of the properties, something that some will be owning properties for the first time, you know. And as you can see now, sometimes even the rental situation, there are guys who are privileged. Sometimes they say, I'm offering so much render. I don't know what's happening. Where do they get money from? And now it makes it difficult for our people to get into the market of business because of rental situation. It's going to help them, our people here.
Good luck. Thank you so much for talking to us here on Morning Live. And, of course, representing the Business Chamber, Vuyisile Ntlabati is the president of the Eastern Cape Chamber of Business. Thanks so much for being with us. Good luck. Enjoy. I know it's going to be starting soon, so you have a fruitful conference. And thanks so much for stopping by and talking to us. So there we go, hearing from the business sector and the Chamber saying that they are invested in the province. But, of course, one of the things I did say to the MEC was that we need to see the fruits of this. So it's not about just talking about the conference that's happening. We want to actually come and see a few of these projects that are going to come out of this, see the building, see the employment, and actually follow up on what goes on here in future.